Welcome to the Deep Dive. We've got a fascinating set of sources today. They argue AI isn't just, another tech shift. It's a full-blown macroeconomic shock.
Right, a really big one. And they say it's so big, we might actually need to build a sort of parallel sovereign economy.
Sounds extreme. So our mission today is to dig into why these sources think the usual fixes just won't work this time.
Yeah, what they lay out is this kind of dual threat hitting us all at once. First, there's the monetary shock.
Okay.
We're looking at maybe up to $7 trillion pouring into AI infrastructure. A lot of that's debt.
Wow, okay. That much capital.
Exactly. And that's highly inflationary. The sources suggest it could be like 3 times the inflationary pressure we saw during COVID.
3 times COVID. That's huge. Not just a downturn, something more fundamental.
And the second threat hits even closer to home for most people. Labor, your job becoming obsolete as an asset.
Because AI can do cognitive work now.
Precisely. We're talking potentially 300 million jobs affected globally. For most folks, their labor is their main asset.
And its value is dropping just as inflation takes off. Nasty combination.
And layered on top of that is the energy shock. These AI data centers, they need a staggering amount of power.
How much are we talking?
Estimates are up to maybe 14% of total U.S. electricity demand by 2030. That pushes up everyone's power bills.
Especially hitting lower-income families, I imagine.
Definitely.
Okay, so massive inflation, massive job disruption. The knee-jerk political reaction is often something like universal basic income, UBI. Why do the sources say that's the trap here?
Well, the usual UBI model is funded by either printing more money or taking on more debt.
Which is inflationary itself.
Exactly. It just throws fuel on the fire of the monetary crisis we just talked about. Plus, it fosters dependency, not really ownership or empowerment.
Right. And, okay, what about giving people traditional assets, like gold or shares or property?
Logistically, it's a nightmare. How do you get that stuff securely to potentially billions of people? Many unbanked, you run straight into KY-SIML walls, security issues. It's just not practical on that scale.
Can't be done.
Pretty much, yeah. So that difficulty, that necessity, leads the sources to say the only real option is something digital, scarce, non-sovereign, and easy to distribute permissionlessly.
Meaning Bitcoin.
That's what they land on. Bitcoin, with its fixed supply cap of 21 million.
Okay, I see the what, but the how still seems tricky. Getting Bitcoin to potentially billions, bypassing banks and regulations, how is that even possible?
This is where the tech stack comes in. They focus on the Nostr protocol, notes and other stuff transmitted by relays.
Heard of it, but break it down.
Think of it as the distribution rail. The key thing is it allows for sovereign identity. You just need a cryptographic key pair. No email, no phone number, no bank needed.
So your identity is just your key. Totally cuts out the middleman.
Right. And value can move instantly using things like zaps, which are like tiny instant payments on the network.
Okay, cool tech. But Bitcoin is volatile. Right. Giving that to someone struggling just to survive today seems risky. How do they address that?
They have this strategy, kind of a clever name, the slingshot maneuver.
Slingshot.
Yeah. The idea is using the established financial system's weight to launch this decentralized asset into mass use. And it pivots from UBI basic income to UBA universal basic asset.
Universal basic asset. Okay, different focus. But the sources mention funding it with things like a robot tax on automation profits. Isn't that politically difficult?
It could be, yeah. But the key difference here is how the UBA is funded. It's designed to be non-inflationary.
How so?
The government doesn't print money for the UBA. Instead, they use tax revenue, maybe from that robot tax, or other AI profit taxes, to buy the fixed supply asset Bitcoin on the open market.
So they buy existing assets, they don't create new money.
Exactly. It's a transfer, not dilution. Then they distribute that purchased asset.
Okay, that handles the inflation side, but what about the volatility for the person receiving it?
That's where the phased rollout comes in. It's designed to build trust and manage that risk.
Makes sense. What are the phases?
It's phase 1. Distribute stablecoins first, like USD-pegged ones using Nostr. Think of it as a training asset. People learn custody without the price swings.
Got it. Learn the ropes safely.
Right. Then phase 2, offer a really easy, voluntary, low-fee way for people to convert those stablecoins into actual Bitcoin or SATs, the smallest unit.
So they opt in when they feel ready.
Precisely. It aligns incentives, too. Governments potentially get social stability, elites might see billions of new customers and network effects, and the public gets Well, a potential lifeboat built on ownership.
Not just dependency.
That's the core idea, yeah. Shifting the social contract away from handouts towards empowerment through owning a scarce sovereign asset.
So wrapping this up,
Oh.
what's the big takeaway for you listening? The sources are arguing this isn't just theory, it might be the only nonviolent way forward in the age of AI.
Yeah. If all the future economic growth gets concentrated in AI, does distributing a piece of a scarce digital asset become the necessary pressure valve to keep society stable?
Something to think about.